Hey, Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy. Hey, I want to help you with something that is a consistent issue that I see throughout my goat raising life, and I see other people run into it too. So I want to head you off on a direction that you might go that is just going to make your goating life much more difficult. Now remember, we have courses on everything to raise goats, and I like to try to give people helpful hints, but if you want the in-depth information, go to PackGoats.com, look through the courses on the site, and select the course that's the most applicable to you. We have it in all the different arenas: milking, packing, raising babies, birthing courses, all that stuff. And raising goats can be complicated. Once somebody shows you, it's super simple, but invest in your education. So I'm going to talk about the solo goat. Now, if you're a goat owner like myself or like all of us, we consistently get hit with somebody who goes, hey, I got into goats and I'm not quite sure I want to get into goats, or I have a goat that's not working in my herd, I want to send it to you, and blah, blah, blah. What ends up happening, here's a little bit of rain. Before John, in case John goes in, this is John right here. John is an adult and he came in as a solo. And when you try to bring in one goat, he will never find a buddy in your herd. He'll always be kind of independent on his own. I highly recommend that you don't sell goats and you don't buy goats that are by themselves, because if you do that, the problem is they will never find a buddy and they'll always be alone in the herd. John just doesn't have an advocate. It's the same with my does. When I bring in just one goat, they end up kind of being the weirdo. Nobody accepts them. They try to get their place in the pecking order, but they never really have an advocate. So it's so important that if you're selling goats or buying goats, that you always buy them in pairs. If you bring in a solo goat, you will realize he'll lead a less quality life, because he doesn't have, there's a saying in goats that goats don't have goat friends, and it's true, because two buddies, you put them at the feeding trough, one's going to pound the other one and not care that he doesn't get fed to eat. But when you have one that doesn't have a companion, somebody that they're bonded to, somebody that goats, when they come in alone, that's a common, constant thing, is that they're always going to be kind of a weird goat on the perimeter that doesn't have a buddy, no advocate, and it's a really bad way to both sell and buy goats. I highly recommend that you do not ever buy or sell just one goat, because they will always have difficulty having an advocate in your herd. So I hope you find that helpful. Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy, signing out.